Check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as I can because I really ain't got a lot to say. But anyway, I just want to talk about my first experience, which was this morning, with using the Hemi sync technique. To cross over, to break through. All right. So a couple months ago, I remember somebody on my channel asked me what were my thoughts on using HemiSync, and I told them that I wasn't familiar with it. I haven't heard of it at the time. And then right after that, a female associate of mine who's into astral projection and things of that nature, then she asked me about if I was familiar with the Robert Monroe Gateway tapes and if I knew about the HemiSync or whatever. So I'm like, all right, this is the second time in the short period of time that somebody asked me about this HemiSync thing. So she goes on to explain it to me some, but whatever. So that takes me to this morning. I finally decided to take some time and see what it's about. At first, I was just always thinking it was just regular old binaural beats. Because, I listen to frequencies all the time. I go to sleep, listen to frequencies every night, letting them play while I'm asleep. So I'm just thinking it's just that. So I really didn't ever take too much thought to dig into it. But today I did, and I'm glad I did. So the key difference is when it comes to this HemiSync. With HemiSync, you need some headphones, some earbuds, or something like that, because, and it was weird, but it's certain frequencies that are playing in your right ear. And then is other frequencies that are playing in your left ear simultaneously. Syncing the two hemispheres of the brain. So, it was just very different. It was different, weird, and interesting. Very interesting at the same time. So, long story short, this morning when I laid down, I said, fuck it, I'm going to take some time and just check it out. So it took a while before anything happened. As I put the earbuds in, turned the frequencies on, I lay down on the couch. Asked like to take a nap. But this is something new that I'm trying, so I'm kind of antsy, you know what I'm saying? And I find myself, I'm paying a lot of attention to what kind of reaction is going to come about, right? And if anything is like what's all the hype about, like consciously I was way too focused on getting a response. So I caught myself doing it because that's one thing, maybe the biggest thing when it comes to shit like this. And when it comes to you doing whatever method you are using to break through to the other side, one of the biggest things that will prevent that breakthrough from taking place is whenever you are like obsessing over the result. When your conscious mind is just focused on trying to get the outcome, when you're just full of anticipation, like too much anticipation, like that'll kill an experience before it ever take place. So I catch myself doing this, and once I realize this is what I'm doing, I'm like, okay, I ain't worried about it. I was like, I'm just gonna roll over. I'm gonna roll over and I'm gonna take a nap. If something happens, it happens, and if not, not. But I'm not even tripping about it. So I keep letting the frequencies play in my ear, and I just roll over to go to sleep. And once I did that, then I was able to break through. But that's how it happens. Like, it doesn't really happen whenever you're fighting, whenever you're fighting for an experience to take place. Like, that's not how it goes. Like, it happens when you let go, and whenever you get the conscious mind out the way and something else to occupy it. All right, then like that's whenever you can break through, really. Or if you're able just to become the observer without trying to control an experience. Whenever you can give up control with your conscious mind, that gives you your best chances to step into your other worlds. So I roll over and say, fuck, I'm just gonna take a nap, and I let myself drift off. And then the next thing I know is like I open my eyes and I'm just seeing trees. It's like I'm up in the air and I'm just seeing, trees and like houses and the grass and all that. Kind of like if you was flying a drone, you know what I'm saying? Like what the vision would be like. So I didn't astral project or nothing, but this was a remote viewing experience. If you're not familiar with what remote viewing is, to put it simple, it's kind of like on the movies whenever like God or an angel, a spirit guide would take the person, time travel with the person or something in spirit and go to some event that didn't happen in the past or the future or something, and they be standing there with them and they get to stand there and watch the event take place. But the characters that's actually in the event, like they're not aware of them being there, so they could talk and yell, but they can't hear them because like, all right, so that's kind of like what remote viewing is, the concept of it. So I open my eyes and I see, these trees in the house, and I see the scenario. and then it zooms in and goes around the corner, and then I see this house, this nice, long, pretty house. It had a long gate. It was a gated home. All this gardening is done and stuff. The landscape and all of that. It's professional. It got like this golden gate, and then there's like a crowd of white people standing out in front, kind of just lingering around. They kind of like in suits and shit. It really gave me funeral home vibes. But like, and I was just seeing it, and it's a real vivid picture. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the address on the bill, and I'm just taking in the scenario, trying to see if something sticks out to me, or just trying to see what information that I can pull back with me whenever I wake up completely. But that was really it. Like, it wasn't nothing too dramatic about the experience itself. And then I woke up, got back up, and just went on with my day. But anyway, that's pretty much that. If you happen to be interested, if you don't know, you happen to be interested, this would be something good to meditate with. This Hemi sync. If you want to learn anything about it, I'll just say click on the video and then go read the comments of all the other people that done tried it and see what they say their experiences are or whatever. Me, myself, I'll definitely be including it more in some of the work that I'll be doing. So I'm going to wrap it up, leave it at that. I just wanted to put that out there, and I'm out.